A very good morning, everyone. From wherever you're watching, especially South Africa and Uganda, where these two players are from, if you can hear the audio, kindly give me a thumbs up. A very good evening, dear viewers. You are watching the live stream of the All Africa Key Sports Championships here at the Sun Coast Hotel and Casino, Durban, in South Africa, right alongside the Indian Ocean. It is, in my opinion, the biggest match of the competition so far because it is pitting two current Commonwealth champions all on one table. Champions in two disciplines. It is South Africa's Commonwealth champion in Tenbo, Craig Bauer, taking on Uganda's Commonwealth champion in Heibo on a Heibo table. But in South Africa, for the consequence of reaching the round of last 32, Craig Bauer and Ceazer Chandigar of South Africa and Uganda respectively are racing to 9 in not more than 1 hour and 35 minutes. We have a scoreboard on the top right of the screen. It has Craig's scores on the right. In red, it has Ceazer's scores on the left. In blue, the Ugandan leads by 1 frame to nil. The race is 9, 1 hour and 26 minutes left to play. It is a top class match. I believe that it will have consequences of being followed all across the place between two very well traveled players, two players that love playing on the big table, two players that have fondly represented their respective countries in the World Heibo Championships. Craig is a more renowned big table player because he's a specialist in Tenbo and Black and Heibo. Ceazer is predominantly a black ball player, but is one of the brand ambassadors on the African continent of Joy, the Heibo organizing franchise that normally is the brain behind the World Heibo Championships. Craig is demonstrating his abilities on the big table. Manipulation of the cue ball on point, potting of the cue balls on point, game reading on point. Now has the black to pot in what will be his equalizing frame against the Ugandan Scorpion. And he sinks it in. Craig Bauer 1, Ceazer Chandigar 1, race to 9. Once again, guys, South Africa's Craig Bauer is taking on Ceazer Chandigar. This one will be considered as a very unfortunate match. The two would highly be two of the very favorites for the big table, especially in 10 ball and black ball. Most especially for the fact that they are the reigning Commonwealth champions in the respective disciplines. The competition that was held in Mauritius, right into the Indian Ocean, not so far from where we are. The 10-ball event in a competition that had 36 countries, all members of the British Commonwealth, was won by Craig. That's 10-ball. Then the Heibo Championship was won by the Ugandan, that is Ceazer, also having the balance for the fact that Craig will be enjoying home ground advantage, the fact that the competition is in his country. Ceazer may have the advantage of playing the discipline in which he's a little more specialized between the two. I also love it for the fact that the World Heibo Federation decided to use the appearance of the balls that we use now. Instead of having balls numbered from 1 to 7, then 9 to 15, but colored randomly, they are now deciding that we are having maroons for the balls that are 1 to 7, and then blues for the balls that are numbered. Sorry, it is blues for the balls that are numbered 1 to 7, then maroons for the balls that are numbered 9 to 15. One player plays one color, the other plays another. The winner is won by the guy between the two that puts the 8 ball on a legal shot. The table on which the event is being played is Joy. Organized by the All Africa Pool Association. And the winner of this event becomes official African champion. There is as well ladies black ball team preliminaries happening. We'll be giving you updates when it does happen, but I can now update you that Craig is on the verge of winning frame number 2 out of 3, needing to put the 4 to the side pocket right. If he plays with the top spin, cue ball moves towards the top end of the table where there is the 8, the black. He plays with calmness and finesse and accuracy and perfection, and will clearly be winning a second frame from the last 2. There he does. Craig Bauer 2, Ceazer Chandigar 1, race to 7. In the meantime, the race is 9. I'm now as well sharing the live stream with the same exact commentary on Craig's YouTube channel. It's called Sessions Billiards Club. I'm as well streaming on my socials, Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as YouTube. So the 2026 edition, in my opinion, shall be the most special games organized by the All Africa Polo Associations, for the fact that it has 3 disciplines, all of them having men's and singles category. First time that I saw the event being held was exactly 13 years ago. No, 14 years ago in South Africa. It was won by South Africa. Then 2013, it was organized in Zambia. Ladies event was won by South Africa. The men's event was won by Zambia. Then 2014 it was hosted. Then it had, by the way, only black ball, hosted in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. The men's singles were won by Ishmael Mtetwa, defeated Aiden Joseph in the final. Ladies singles won by, I think it was Joy. Then the team event was won in the ladies by South Africa, and then in the men by South Africa. 2015 event was held in Lesotho. It only had the men. It was won in the singles by South Africa, Zwetsi Morache. And then in the team event, South Africa defeating Uganda in the final. 2016, the event was held in Kampala in Uganda. Men's singles were won by Zwetsi Morache, defeating the Ugandan Geoffrey Setumba in the final. Sorry, it was Charles Segawa in the final. Then in the ladies singles, it was won by South Africa's Elzette Cohen. And then the team event in the ladies was won by Uganda, defeating South Africa in the final. Then in the men's team event, it was won by Uganda, again defeating South Africa in the final. 2017, it was held in Zimbabwe, in Harare. The event was won in the men's singles by Nkoli Matanga of Zambia. Then in the men's team event, it was won by South Africa. Ladies team event was as well won by South Africa. It was as well the year that the AAPA decided to have it biannually instead of annually, having it once every 2 years instead of once every year. It was then held in 2019, hosted in Mpumalanga province, Secunda district of South Africa. The first time that Heibo was introduced, the inaugural edition was won in the men's singles by Jason Theron, then in the ladies singles by Nicola Razu, in the men's team event by South Africa, and ladies team event by South Africa. The men's black ball team event was won by South Africa. Then the ladies black ball team event was won by Uganda. The singles in the men's black ball team event were won by Vishen Jagdev. He defeated Aiden Joseph in the final. Of course, after 2019, it was supposed to be played again in 2021, but it wasn't played because of COVID, only having to be played in 2022, returning to Zambia, Lusaka, for the second time at the OIDC. This time around, again playing black ball only. The men's team event was won by Zambia. They defeated South Africa in the final. I remember the frame that was won by Moses Mofia to win the event. The ladies team event was won by Uganda. They defeated South Africa in the final. Men's singles were won by Aiden Joseph. He defeated Victor Ceazer in the final. Ladies singles were won by Rukia Nega. She defeated Rashida Mutesi in the final. The very last edition to be played was in 2023 at the Grand Monte Casino Hotel in South Africa. The men's singles were won by Aiden Joseph. He defeated Kelvin Fikoti in the final. Ladies singles won by South Africa's Marina Jacobs. She defeated Botswana's Boinelo Kiss in the final. The men's team event was won by South Africa, and the ladies team event was won by South Africa. And the next edition should have been played in 2025. Then the AAPA, for this, so that reason, decided to play it at the very start of 2026, and here we are. That was something of an effort to take you through the history of the event. The current now has countries like Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Eswatini, amongst others representing. The Ugandans are missing out for the second consecutive time. 2023 they missed out on the event because they couldn't get South Africa visas on time, only arriving when the event is done to participate in the next event at the Grand Monte Casino. That was the Howley Cup Championships. This time round, it perhaps had to do with funding. Two frames to one, Craig Bauer leads against Ceazer Chandigar. Ceazer is Uganda's sole representative in the men's singles, but only through his management team, the Advanced Talent Agency. The Ugandans as well have one player in the ladies singles, that is Rashida Motesi, sponsored by Big Kells. As for Ceazer, yesterday at just about this time, he arrived 30 minutes after his match in Tenbo had been lost by way of walkover after coming late. Now this is the first match on the table that he's having in the event. He was also part of the All Africa Pool Championship Ceazer in 2019. He was a very, very young, small boy. He lost out in the semi-finals to the eventual winner Jason Theron. However, he defeated his international teammate Ibrahim Sejemba in the third place match to take the bronze medal. He also has very good history in Heibo. He's represented Uganda at the World Heibo Championships in the year that was 2023, and then got a role by Joy, becoming sponsored star player, and now is part of the Joy calendar, visiting China for the World Heibo Championships once every year and some of the calendar events of Joy. He's reached the prize bracket once, the $1,500 that he won after reaching the round of last 64 in 2024. For now, it's not only Craig leading, it is Craig seemingly on the verge of taking a third. Seems to be more accustomed to the big table than his opponent. Of course, Craig is a shooter with speciality on the big table, focusing in 10-ball and Heibo and a little bit of snooker. He's the current Commonwealth 10-ball champion. The event he won in Mauritius last year. He has now won frame number 4. It is Craig Bauer 3 and Ceazer Chandigar 1 race to 6. If you are only right now joining the stream, South Africa's Craig Bauer leads by 4 frames to 1 against Uganda's Ceazer Chandigar in the All Africa Q Sports Championships, an event which is for the first time having Hayball, 10-ball and black ball all having separate competitions in the singles and teams as well in the ladies and men's events. 2 of the best Hayball players on the African continent are getting to face off in the first round, something over an uncertainty. But yes, that is the game. The rules are the rules. The draw was free and fair and square. 4 frames to 1. Craig is leading against Ceazer. It's a match that will be having keen interest all over the African continent because of the quality of both of the players, especially given the speciality of Craig on the big table. A special player, a specialized one he is in 10-ball and Hayball and snooker. His best discipline is 10-ball, where he is the reigning Commonwealth champion. In the same Commonwealth Games, the Ugandan Ceazer played in the Hayball discipline and won the event the same day that that Craig was winning 10-ball. Too much action on too many tables on too big an arena at Suncoast Casino, at the Suncoast Casino and Hotel in Durban. The ladies team sessions are into their preliminaries. I can see a match full of noise between Kenya and Zimbabwe. I can see another match between the team that seems to be Eswatini. They are taking on South Africa. And then perhaps the Botswanans and I think the Zambians all in action. That is in ladies black ball. Thereafter, the ladies will be playing a session in black ball in the singles. It is going to be all action non-stop. There will be a lunch break and then more action up to about 10 p.m. South African time. In the men's Hayball singles, it is 4 frames to 1. It is Craig leading against Ceazer. I've seen around at the venue the guy that I will call the defending champion, Jason Theron, because it is only as way back as 2019 that Hayball was an official discipline at the All Africa Pool Championship. It is Jason that won the event that he will be proudly trying to defend. In fact, after that event, he became signed up by Joy as Hayball superstar. An achievement that as well came to be gotten by Craig's opponent Ceazer 4 years later. It will be a match that Ceazer will be playing under too much pressure for the fact that Any player that participates in this competition does have 4 chances of taking medals. That is in the singles in Heibo, the singles in blackboard, the singles in tenbo. But there are also 3 more chances, actually 6 chances they are, because there is team event. There are team events in all of those disciplines. As for Ceazer, his national team, that is the Ugandans, did not participate in the competition officially. He remained with 3 chances. One of them was blown away when he lost by walkover in 10 balls. So he remains with the Heibo singles as well as the blackboard singles. And in Heibo, with 53 minutes left on the clock, he's down by 4 frames to 1. Needs to win frame after frame, and after frame, I believe that the rest to 9 will not be played to completion because of the playing speed of both of the players. In comparison, we could have the winner taking the victory on time count. There has been a miss of a ball by Ceazer and an even bigger opportunity by Craig to take another frame, make his lead even bigger, make it likely that he will take the victory home. For Maroons, they are, for Craig, that is the 4, the 7, the 1, the 5, actually 5 they are, and the 9, which is right behind Ceazer's 6. It's actually the 5, which is the blue. Craig opting to play snooker, and the South African teammates of his celebrate that shot as though he has won the frame itself. Ceazer with very slight sight of the 5, which is the blue, and plays it. Simply the little part that he was having in sight. It's actually the Kenyan ladies in the blackball team session that are taking on the Zimbabweans. That will be very interesting, especially given that the Kenyans have been fighting with 1 player less. Now the full team has arrived. The Moise is not mostly the Kenyan men who have only just stepped into the arena right now as I speak. Craig going for gold. If he makes it 5, if he wins this frame, like I seemingly think he will, it will be, in my opinion, highly unlikely that the lead will be surmountable. Not only for the fact that he is an able player on the table, but table is also having home advantage and the benefit of having a very big lead in the midst of a ticking clock, all in his favor. 50 minutes and 45 seconds to go, with Craig needing to pot now with a 2 at the corner pocket bottom left. Cue ball bouncing off the cushion. He wants it to move towards the top end of the table, maybe just around the same spot that he is. There is also the option of playing the 5 first. Actually the 6 it is. Cue ball wouldn't be natural. He needs some English on the cue ball. Just a little backspin. He trusts in his ability to roll the 2 to the corner pocket close to the bottom left of the screen. Have the white ball bounce a little off the cushion. He needs it as close can be to the 8, which is the black, which is the all important ball. He goes off to cushions in perfect position to win a 5th frame, all in a row. After losing frame number 1, Craig is coming back, winning 5 on the trot and having a 5-frame lead. In the biggest match of the tournament so far, it is Craig Bauer 5 and Ceazer Chandigar 4. I'm sorry, Craig Bauer 5 and Ceazer Chandigar 1. Now the Kenyan ladies are taking the award for the noisiest team so far in the entire arena. So rejuvenated by the fact that the missing persons from the team have just chipped into the arena. I get a feeling they were probably watching some of the action online, and when they came in, they have just caused a big hive of noise activity. There is action happening between South Africa and Botswana, action between Tanzania and Zambia, and then Zimbabwe versus Kenya. That is in the ladies black ball singles. The match that you are watching now is in the men's high ball singles between South Africa's Craig Bauer, specialist on the big table, against the Ugandan Ceazer Chandigar. The rest to 9 with 46 minutes to go has Craig lead by 5 frames to 1. He has got no chance to blink Ceazer. He has got no chance to miss a shot, has got no chance even to give a frame away. He must win 4 frames in a row and use a maximum of 10 minutes per frame, hope to equalize and take this match to a decider. Against a ticking clock, against the running scores, and against a very talented opponent in Craig Bauer. Ceazer showing his other side, the use of the left hand. Not so many do that relatively ably. He may want to play perhaps maroon into blue, that is the 5 into the 2, actually into the 1. You get a feeling he may have wanted to put for Craig, which didn't happen. If the player on the table plays their own color of balls and then puts the opponent's balls, it is simply a loss of turn. The cue ball is played from its natural position after the shot was played. That is the shot. It shows a little bit of technicality in terms of knowledge of the rules, playing them to your advantage. Play the cue ball into your own ball, then have it into the opponent's ball. When the opponent's ball gets spotted, you simply lose your turn. Nothing like 2 shots, nothing like lifting the cue ball. It's played in position right in the jaw of the corner pocket, and Craig is a little bit troubled here. No wonder that he couldn't do so much. his cue ball was so thin to play a shot that is quite impactful. What can the Scorpion do? Play the 6 by top spin, maybe play the cue ball into the 3 near the 5, cue ball into the 5, 6 is off target. And the opportunity to win the frame in what will be Ceazer's ongoing visit of the table has been blown in thin air. Cue ball touching the 3. He's playing to the knowledge and benefit of the rules for himself, Craig. Whatever he's doing when he steps onto the table turns out effective. This is after being snookered, does find the 6 off the left cushion. Craig has the cue ball close to the 1. But as well is aiming for the blue 6, and he plays it off the cushion and near the side pocket on the left, limiting Ceazer to sight of only half of his own 6. There is as well a 5 which is right behind the 8 and Craig's 3. But Ceazer opting perhaps to play off cushion and then find the 6. Off cushion into the 6 shot is legal. But time is running out. 39 minutes and 50 seconds to go. The arena, I've not yet counted, but the number of tables in here could easily be way over 40. About 10 of them being the big tables, that is hay ball and 10 ball. We have tables that are worth $5,000 and some that are slightly less. That is the facility that you are watching this game on. Manufactured by Joy, pending confirmation. I'm not so certain if Joy has a say in the sponsorship of the Haybo event. We'll be advising when the information comes through from President Sbu of the All Africa Pool Associations. It is Craig limited to sight of just the 3. Of course, it's the only ball he has on table. Maybe he'll take it to the center pocket left. Goes for the corner pocket top right. He doesn't put, but plays it to leave it packed right at the same corner pocket, to the effect that shouldn't Ceazer caught. Should he give the cue ball away? Craig will most likely be potting the 3 and maybe taking the frame away. Ceazer may want to play another safety here. Safety he plays, and yes, he doesn't pot. And now Craig Bauer will definitely be tempted to play the cue ball off the right cushion and then into his blue. That is the 3. He goes for mass shot instead. Maybe has sight of some of the 3. Now deciding to curve the cue ball a little around the 8. Goes for jump shooting. Gets a round of applause from the fans in Heibo. It is more than a big shot. In black ball, it would have been a foul. Jumps the cue ball over the black, not only finding the blue, the 3 blue, but also putting it cue ball. Is not at the side of the table where Craig will be happy, as though he wants to play the black into the 6 that is packed at the corner pocket top right. Looks like what he's trying to play, maybe combine them, put both of them together. He doesn't put. Simply loss of turn. Cue ball to be played in its original position. For Ceazer, the hope is pot the 6 and then roll the 8 right against the cushion. He has moved the cue ball a little too bad. 36 minutes to go. He will play yet another safety. And safety he plays. He could have it in. He doesn't have it in. He's a little lucky, a little fortunate with the cue ball. For Ceazer, the best chance is try and play the 8 on target to the corner pocket bottom left of the screen. Cue ball is a little too close to the cushion. The shot will not be easy, also given the distance between black and corner pocket, but he will try. There's the shot. It is off, slightly off. Craig perhaps attempting a bank, maybe another sharp cut of the black. He will go for safety here, plays it towards the top end of the table. That is very good cueing, even in the defensive aspect of the game, and has gotten a necessary round of applause from the South African teammates. Ceazer plays to similar impact. This time though, his choice of safety does not guarantee difficulty for Craig to pot. His intention, Ceazer, was to play the black, the 8, to be frozen against the cushion on the right. Craig has full sight of the black, cutable to the side pocket right, and sinks it in and wins the frame and increases the lead. Dear viewers, race to 9, Craig Bauer 6 and Ceazer Chandigar 1. Craig Bauer leads by 6 frames to 2 against Chandigar Ceazer. This match is in the round of last 64 of the All Africa Pool Championships 2026 edition. We are at Sun Coast Hotel and Casino in Durban in South Africa. As a matter of memory, Craig is the Commonwealth champion in 10 ball. Ceazer is the Commonwealth champion in Heibo. So this will be the biggest match of the competition so far in any of the singles, where 2 of the big wigs of the competition are facing off in the first round. It is Craig that needs to win 3 in a maximum in not more than 23 minutes. That is the time left to play. In that amount of time, Ceazer needs to win 4 or else bow out of the competition. I want to think it is unlikely, because these guys have played 8 frames in more than 80 minutes. They have needed more than 10 minutes to play a single frame. Trying to win 4 frames for Ceazer in 22 minutes and 45 seconds will be quite unlikely, unless there are many finishes, many clearances, maybe frames being won by break and finish for the match that is live on Break and Finish Facebook and YouTube. It is also live on Craig Bauer's YouTube channel that is called Sessions Billiards Club. I think he loves to play sessions. Hopefully he doesn't get to listen to this when the match is done. Great guy he is. Always having a discussion with his opponent to ensure that competition is done in a very calm manner. Race to 9. Now, on the one of the YouTube streams, there was like a 30-minute loss of audio. It wasn't intentional. Please accept my apologies. It's going to be a long day. After this, there will be ladies having a black ball session in the singles, and I hope there will be 10 ball as well later in the day. All teams are now at the venue. The very last team to step into the arena have been the Kenyans. And no wonder they are the most energized. They are making the most amount of noise in the arena. Heibo is becoming now a red ribbon event in every key sport category. Players from across the globe are becoming predominantly Heibo players right here in South Africa. One of the players that I know, one of the budding players called Ethan Chetty, did retire from the small table. He's now a fully dedicated Heibo player. I also know world superstars Gareth Potts do have Heibo tables at home. The likes, of course, of Ceazer as well. Of course, Craig Bauer himself. Heibo players, of course, Craig more dedicated, because Heibo is where the money is, guys. Even this event does provide more in Heibo than it provides for black ball, for the fact that Heibo has the federation that has bottomless pockets from Beijing. Could be the Scorpion here winning a second frame consecutively in a row for the first time in the match here. We won frame number 1, then lost the next 6 all in a row. Won the last, cannot afford to lose any other. If we can lose a frame with now less than 20 minutes left on the clock, it will be honorable to accept that he will not have the time to even think of winning a number of frames against a running clock. He gets to show what he's made of on the Heibo table. He will consider frame number 8 to be the best finished for himself. Out of the 3 he's on the verge of having. For the first time in the match, the Ugandan Scorpion is winning a second consecutive frame and narrows the gap a little further. Ceazer 3, Craig 6 race to 9, 19 minutes left. $17 plus some change left on the clock. That's the amount of time that Ceazer needs to win 3 frames. I highly think it will be unlikely in the game. You just never say never. It does give me memories of one of the biggest matches Ceazer has ever played in his Heibo career. The semi-final it was of the Commonwealth Heibo Championships in Mauritius when he took on Britain's Chris Smelling, who did use such a nick of time to win the last 2 frames, play out an equalizer, and then a long shootout where both of the players, I think, shot penalties for about 17 times. Ceazer nodding it out with the last shot of the race. He then took on another great player, an Indian called Shivam Arora, in the final to win what is his most renowned victory of his yet young but very illustrious career. The reason for him coming to the African Championships is to win that long-awaited missing accolade amongst the many that he has, that is to become official African champion. He has 2 chances. That is one in Heibo, another in Black Boy. He cannot win in the teams because his national team is not around. But it looks like Craig is about to blow Ceazer's opportunity in Heibo into the air. If he can either win 1 frame or if he can play out the match and then not accept to lose 3 frames before the elapse of 15.5 minutes from now. That is the situation at hand. Can I say hi to you, Nashvin? You say if it was black ball. Girl, we are not playing black ball. Shakuriji, thank you for watching on the YouTube stream. Nyamhuma Wesley Makofane, welcome to the stream. Nashvin 2056, Ali Mohoina, Bob Katerega, Lucky Lewis, amongst others in your usual hundreds as you flock onto these streams, and we have way over 1,000 watching live, break and finish live YouTube. Shouting out to some of you: Wendy Lebek Swayo, Jonas Info, Sariti Aurora, and all of you. Thank you for tuning in to this one, which has now 14.5 minutes left on the clock for Ceazer to win 3. That means a frame per 5 minutes or less. You have every reason to be worried about the outcome of the match if you're watching from Kampala, and all the reason about being excited about this match's outcome if you are watching from Cape Town. where Craig is coming from. Marisa Sifa Makansi is watching on the Facebook stream and is suggesting that 6-4 is coming, then 6-5, then 6-6. Marisa Gawi, it's not going to happen. Everything that is happening in this frame is in favor of Craig. Every time the frame is not done, every time the clock is ticking, it is getting Craig closer to the victory. He has done his hard part to win 6 frames in a row. The rest is the much easier part. Just not make sure that you don't lose 5 yourself. So far he has lost 2. He's more than able of winning a frame outright. He is also more than able of winning the match by running the time down, which is something I'm not so sure, but he could be doing in a tactical manner. .5 minutes left on the clock. 11 minutes before Craig Barr steps foot into the round of last 32. His level of play will make him, in my opinion, one of the tournament favorites. Outside players, just a few from South Africa. On the big table, you don't see so many that are realistically able of bringing him down. Players from Zambia, Zimbabwe, even those that have been playing in the World Hebo Championships, the likes of Kelvin. On this table, he's really something. He unleashed beast mode when Ceazer won frame number 1. The level at which Craig won 6 frames in a row. He was shooting and thinking and utilizing the rules in a way that was out of this world. And when he won a 6, it was always going to be very unlikely. Now he's playing delaying tactics, rightly so. Why would you blame him? Why not? Time is in his favor, and the rules permit him to do exactly that. Now Ceazer reacts by playing technical, play his ball, and then the cue ball into Craig's 3, getting to pot it, and Craig is knocked, and he can only play the cue ball in its current position. He will think out the shot, of course, tactically, killing off some of the seconds as he plays, as he misses. Ceazer with yet another chance, with balls positioned all in his favor. 9.5 minutes to go, needing to win 4 frames in a row. Of course, he's not going to. He may just want to put a little bit of more respect on the scoreline, make the final score look a little narrower, but there will be no change in regards to the outcome of the match. He's getting to show us his own fitness on the table, ease with which he's finishing off the frame, irrespective of the size of the table, size of the balls, and the fact that he doesn't get to play hay ball all the time. Maybe once in a month or so, at least he's winning a third frame in a row. It's just that he's doing quite little, quite late, with just 9 minutes and now less than 9 on the clock. Even looking for the bridge is not in his favor because the clock remains ticking. However, it is now Craig 6 and Ceazer 4. And yes, Craig will now be killing off even more minutes, as more seconds as possible before taking any other frame. He knows that victory is his, that victory is in sight. Can win the ongoing frame outright. He could as well decide to win the match by burning off some of the time. Now less than 6 minutes left on the clock. He has a chance to win the match outright. I believe that if he takes down this frame, maybe his opponent will not want to play the match to completion. At the end of the day, it will be business done, sealed, and completed. Namibia is in the house, Zambia is in the house, Kenya is in the house, Botswana is in the house, Eswatini is in the house, Tanzania is in the house, South Africa, of course, in the house, and representation from Uganda. The All Africa Pool Championships 2026 edition coming to you live from Suncoast Hotel and Casino in Durban, South Africa. Craig Bauer of South Africa leads by 6 frames to 4 against the Ugandan Ceazer Chandigar. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. That's the amount of time the Ceazer needs to win 2 frames, including this one. If it happens, it will be something of a miracle, because it was about 27 seconds in which he needed to win 5 in a row. I said I did not see that coming, but since then he has won 3 in a row. He needs to win 2. If he can, it's 4.5 minutes to go. If you can use 1.5 minutes for this one, then break the next frame, and then put a good number of balls and hopefully go for the frame. If it is well open, make sure that with the time running, frame is done or pretty much done. Highly difficult, but you never say never. Like you can clearly see, he's using very little time between shots because it is all that he can do anyway. Playing topspin, cue ball being played into the black, making it more open and closer to the corner pocket top left. Another little backspin gives him white for the one to put to the side pocket right, cue ball nacho for the other to put the 6 to the same side pocket right. Has played one off the cushion. The opening of the 6 is a little too big, needs a sharp cut, but gets it in. Cue ball close to the black, which he will want to put perhaps by roll to the corner pocket bottom left. He has made it a little bit difficult, especially the cut that he had in the previous frame. There he goes, he plays, looks to be off target. Yes, off target. It is advantage Bauer, who does have the role of just the 2 and the 5, which are the 2 blows left on the table to try and pot and then win the frame, because black is there for the taking. He's shaking off as more seconds as possible. Burn them down, win the frame. After all, time is on his side. And wants to pot. Oops. That will be a very, very big miss. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. Guys, it is 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Oops. And Ceazer misses as well. Now the nerves are in. That one does happen in the game when you are playing under too much pressure. That's the pressure of the scoreline and the pressure of the ticking clock. Vis-a-vis the fact that the Heibo table does not have the ease of potting, just like you have on the smaller table. Craig intent on having a cut on the 6, put it to the side pocket right. I want to believe the shot is going for, and it's in. The frame is won. That's the round of applause from the South African fans. They, you know, that any hope that Ceazer may have had is being crushed, because it is Craig 7 and Ceazer 1. And Ceazer concedes the frame, rightly so, because it's now 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Craig smiles at the victory. Ceazer responds him back with a smile as Craig is getting a round of applause, of course. They want it so much, the South Africans, when they defeat Ceazer. Final score, ladies and gentlemen. Craig Bauer 7, Ceazer Chandigar 1. See you in the next one. I can end it.
Yes, thank you. Well played. Yes. That's a big shot.